Service rarely breaks down because people don't care. It breaks down when pressure outpaces support. In healthcare and hospitality, pressure is constant. There is high volume, there's high emotion, and high expectation, and often limited resources. Today, we are going to talk about why service breaks down under pressure and what leaders can do immediately to stabilize without burning out their team. Welcome to Putting People First, Leadership and Service Under Pressure. I'm Sherilyn Dorsey, CEO and founder of People Development and Training, and your host for this podcast. Here, we focus on practical leadership and service strategies for healthcare and hospitality leaders navigating real pressure, real people, and real expectations. Everything we talk about is grounded in one simple philosophy: retain your people, improve the experience, and increase performance and results. Let's get started. Healthcare and hospitality leaders are operating in environments where the demand is high, emotions run strong, staffing is often lean, and mistakes feel costly. When pressure rises, teams default to survival mode. And in survival mode, service becomes transactional instead of intentional. This is not a character issue. This is a system and leadership issue. Let's get into the real reason that service breaks down. Service breaks down under pressure for many reasons, of course, right? So first, there are unclear expectations. Teams are often told what to do, but not how to prioritize when everything feels urgent. Second, emotional overload. It's a real thing, right? In healthcare and hospitality, team members absorb the stress from their customers, their patients, their families, and leadership many times all at once. It's important to understand that. And third is inconsistent leadership presence. When pressure increases, leaders oftentimes retreat into a task management instead of people management. Service does not fail because standards disappear. It fails because support becomes inconsistent. So let's talk about stabilizing that service. Stabilizing service under pressure requires one critical leadership shift. And what that is going from outcome-only leadership to experience-aware leadership. Now you're probably thinking, what does that mean? So let's talk about it. Experience-aware leadership means leaders pay attention to one, how pressure is showing up on the floor in real-time situations, what's happening, right? Two, how an emotional load is being carried by the team. They are having a real experience. And three, how leadership behavior either escalates or stabilizes stress. Because the fact is, when leaders regulate the environment, teams regulate their behavior. Service improves not because people try harder, but because the environment supports consistency. So here's one simple framework that leaders can use immediately during high pressure moments. Pause, prioritize, protect. Let's break each one of those down. First, we'll talk about pause. When you think about pause, that means before reacting, pause and assess what is actually happening. Not just what's the loudest, but what's actually happening. Prioritize. That means to clarify what matters most in that moment. Not everything can be urgent all at the same time. You have to prioritize it. The last one is protect. Protect your people's emotional and mental bandwidth by removing any unnecessary friction or mixed messaging. This 3-step leadership move alone can significantly stabilize service during high pressure shifts. So let's talk about what it costs to ignore pressure. Pressure is ignored, service becomes inconsistent, customers or clients or patients' experience suffers, trust erodes on both sides, right? Turnover increases. Retention problems often start actually as pressure problems. So when leaders address pressure early, they protect service, culture, and performance simultaneously. So as a leader, ask yourself this week, where is pressure the highest on my team? 2, how am I showing up in those moments? What can I pause, prioritize, or protect right now? Ask yourself those questions. In the next episode, we're going to talk about leadership behaviors that escalate stress or calm it, and how small shifts in leadership presence dramatically change outcomes. So I'm so excited for you to join us again. I thank you for listening to the Putting People First Leadership and Service Under Pressure. Apply one thing. Lead with intention and keep putting people first. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.